Happy Monday, everybody. It is a new week. That means we have a new Monday today, and that means there is a new episode of Melody's Music Highlights, which you're watching right now. We love facts. Okay, so as I said, I don't know why that was so full force. Apologies. But as I said, as Melody Music Highlight viewers, first of all, I wanted to thank everyone that we've hit 100 subscribers. So round of applause to everyone for making that happen. Thank you so much. That actually means a lot to me. We're growing here at Melody Report. So I'm excited that we have new viewers here. New people asking me to talk about this person and that person. So I love the feedback. I love the new people here at Melody Report. So thank you so much. Now on to today's episode. As I've said, we have been buckled in for the past 2 months because it has been a whirlwind ride with new music releases. And this past Friday, we got that, ladies and gentlemen, to the point that I'm like, who else is left to drop something? Because truly, everyone dropped something. I'm like serious. I'm like probably maybe like 2 people were off the list in my mind that I'm like, oh, they didn't drop something. But we're here to discuss. There's too many people to discuss, but as I've said before, whatever I don't talk about in today's episode, so including the songs that I talk about in today's episode and the ones that I don't talk about, are all listed on my Melody's Music Highlights playlist, which you can find where in the link in my description. And we got what? We got a Spotify playlist, we got an Apple Music playlist, and we got what? We got this humble abode right here, a YouTube playlist. I know, you're welcome, equal opportunity entertainer here. Okay, we're breathing. We're gonna talk about the new music. We love teasers. It's a whole thing. So let's get on with today's preview. Alrighty, welcome to the preview of today's episode. First off, want to know, thank you so much everyone for your feedback on the 60-second challenge. A lot of people liked it. They messaged me on social media. You can find me at Melody Reports on Instagram and Twitter, that they actually enjoyed it. So I'm going to continue it here. If you want to kind of get what the gist is, I'm going to link last week's episode in the description. But on we go with today's songs. So we are talking about Harry Styles' third single on his upcoming album, Fine Line. The song's called Adore You, for his new album, Fine Line. We got the gist. It's coming out Friday. We're all excited. Are you excited? It seems like I'm excited. So I don't know if that came off that way, but just wanted to let you know. We are talking about Camila Cabello's sophomore album, Romance. And of course, we are talking about Bastille's new, I would call it the extended edition of their album that came out this year. This one's called Doom Days. This is Gotten Out of Hand. Here, I have it right here. This Got Out of Hand edition. So, and we have, of course, a teaser track that you will find out at the end of this video, because what? We love teasers here at Melody's Music Highlights. I know you're ready. I'm ready. So let's get on with today's episode. Man, I feel like I'm letting you guys down without doing, this. Let's get on to it. Okay, let's get on to the first song. You love that? You love these effects here at Melody's Music Highlights? Me too. We are talking about none other than Harry Styles' new song off of his upcoming sophomore album. Are you excited? I'm excited. I don't know if that came off that way, but just letting you know, off of his sophomore album, Fine Line, dropping this Friday. Fair warning to everyone, I believe next week's Melody's Music Highlights episode will be dedicated to that album. So if you want to know when that video drops, make sure to subscribe. And of course, press that little bell icon so you know when I upload, and it'll come like a beautiful little notification that this annoying girl right here has uploaded another video. There we go. Okay, so let's get on to it. I have the timer right here, 1 minute on the clock, for me to tell you in 1 minute or less why you should add Adore You to your playlist. And of course, if you're like, kind of don't want to, well, don't worry. I have the playlist all ready for you, linked in the description. I got you. Take a breather. Take a sip of water. Alrighty, 1 minute on the clock. Let's talk about Adore You. Is it going? Yeah. Okay, that's how blind I am. Okay, so Adore You by Harry Styles. Whew, this is the third single off of his upcoming album, but some people are saying it's the official single. I have no idea. But Adore You is the strongest single off of his album. Let's give a round of applause that he finally has a suitable radio single that I believe will be played nationwide. Because the other songs is kind of it could be a radio single, it could not be, but you get what I'm saying. Oh my god, the bass in this song, there is a groovy, funky bass bass, guitar. It gives us 80s pop rock vibes that you just kind of want to like slide to when you listen to it and when you hear him sing, because that's what he gives us. And of course, we have to listen to this song because his damn marketing team, let's give a round of applause to Columbia Records, that they made a fake island called Aroda, which is adore backwards. Yes, when I discovered that, mind blown. My bar is set low as to how to blow my mind. But ladies and gentlemen, we need to stream this song so they can get their money back on this incredible marketing. Time is up. That's all I gotta say. And we gotta listen to Adore You by Harry Styles. And of course, next week we're getting the whole album. This week we're getting the whole album. I'm such a mess and I'm so excited, but let's take a listen.
Just let me adore you. It's the only thing I'll ever do.
Alrighty, Melody, let's take a breather. That was really intense, going really fast. You know what? Let's even take a sip of water, ladies and gentlemen. We need that here. I hope you... so dramatic. I hope you took a sip of water at home too. But on to the second song of the video, because we got the point of the first one. Stream Adore You, watch the video, period, point blank. We have arrived to Camila Cabello's new song, My Oh My, featuring DaBaby off of her sophomore album, Romance. Okay, so I would like to give a preface before I start the timer, because I feel like I'm going to get dragged by the fans, and who doesn't love a preface to give to the stands? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I was not a Camila Cabello fan when she was in Fifth Harmony. Shock, gasp, tears, whatever you want to do. Not a fan, for whatever reason that I'm not going to share here. And then when she hit her solo career, I became a fan. I saw her live, listened to her debut album. I was like, damn, this is good. Not gonna lie, she is good. She's gonna be the next big pop star of the world. She's gonna fill those ranks in, and we're seeing it. She's like climbing onto that scale that she's creating for herself, that we've created for her. And then comes the sophomore album, which I've said here at Melody's Music Highlights, even if you're an OG viewer on Instagram, that a sophomore album is so hard to make following such a momentous debut album. Whatever you thought about the debut album, listen, the girl had one of the biggest songs of the year on that album with over 1 billion streams. It's like, I'm not saying she's carrying a burden, but she's like carrying pressure with her going into the sophomore album. And this sophomore album, she worked with like all the producers you can think of, all the songwriters that you can think of. It's a lot. The last thing I want to note about this album, we got 6 songs. There's 14 total, so that's almost half of what we got. And continue on to that last point that I truly want to make is there are a lot of songs on this album, not all of them, that remind me of songs that dropped in this past decade. Not saying previous decades to be like, oh man, that's been a long time ago, she's got an influence from that. But girl, there are songs here on this album that are very similar to songs that dropped in this decade. Like, there is a difference between drawing influence from songs and then just being uncanny enough to be like, you can't even differentiate between the two songs because they sound so similar. It's like, Camila, girl, team, Camila team, what are you doing? There's a fine line between, stream this Friday, drawing influence and just being way too uncanny to like even think of the song being an original for her, if that makes sense. Okay, that is all I gotta say as a preface. I know that was long-winded, but I feel like I should say that. Now, 1 minute on the clock as to why you should listen to My Oh My featuring DaBaby with Camila Cabello. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so hi, My Oh My. If you were a fan, even an inkling that you loved like Havana, hello, we have produced Havana 2.0 with My Oh My. This is the only song, besides Senorita, this is the only song on the album that has a feature, and it's with DaBaby. It's the same concept as Havana, same vibe, same beat, vibe, beat, lyrically very, very similar, and she's doing the same thing. It's like, okay, she collabed with Young Thug for that song, and now she got the hottest rapper, as we can see on this cover, that literally when you get DaBaby on a feature, it's like you're bringing in a new wider audience, you're building scope. It's a whole thing when you put DaBaby on this entire track. So we know what we're getting here with My Oh My. If you liked Havana, this is Havana 2.0. It's classic Camila, whatever you want to say. It's exactly how you imagine it, and that's all I gotta say. And we're gonna stream My Oh My because it is a strong song off of this album, and there's other few tracks that are strong that will be featured on my playlist. Alrighty, I am so sorry everyone. I actually messed up on this timer, but I'm gonna subtract about 15 seconds, so we had about 15 seconds left. So ignore the 33, we actually had like 15 seconds left, but we still made it. So we're gonna listen to My Oh My. Let's take a listen. This is a mess.
They say he likes a good time. He comes alive at midnight.
Alrighty, is everything up to speed now? Is everything gonna be fixed? Hopefully. Is Melody not gonna mess up the timer? Who knows? Yeah, but we can't mess it up for this artist, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a Melody's Music Highlights favorite here. If you know me well enough, even like a slight, like you think you know me on social media, you know who I love so much. It is none other than Bastille with their new complete edition album, like an extended edition of their album that dropped this year, Doom Days, This Got Out of Hand edition. You know what got out of hand? You guys not streaming Doom Days when it came out in June. And that's on the period point blank, because that album deserved way more love than it received here in the States. But we're not going to get into that, Melody. Take a breather, but please stream this album. Like, they gave us 11 songs on Doom Days. Now they're giving us 11 more songs. So we have 22 songs to take in. Do I hear Early Christmas Gift? Yes, I do. But I am talking about one song off of this album, which is Hangin'. Alrighty, we got 1 minute on the clock, and let's get to it. Melody, please press start correctly. Is it going? Yes, it's going. Okay, so Hangin' by Bastille. Guess what? This song actually came out in 2015, but they never released it on the album. Did your girl push for it in her mind? Yes, she did. You guys, Hangin' is probably one of my top 10 Bastille songs of all time. And that is hard for me to make a list of that. How many hand motions am I going to do in this video? I don't know. But Hangin' deserves that much love. It just gives this, like, I don't want to say eerie, but I'm going to say eerie. Eerie, like, the echo-like vocals that Dan gives on this song, and like the meaning where it's like, don't leave me hanging, I'm falling for you, I'm falling for you. If you check out the original artwork, which I will put in my YouTube playlist, it is so good. It just takes into a whole other mindset, a whole other dimension, if I have to mention. Wow, that rhymed. A rapper here. But yeah, we're gonna listen to Hangin' because it's that Bastille song that deserves love. Boom! With 1 second left. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's listen to Hangin'.
So, don't leave me hanging. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Alrighty, we have arrived to the surprise teaser track in today's episode on Melody's Music Highlights. Give yourself a round of applause. We're gonna take a sip of water because we need that here. These lights, one ring light. I don't know why I counted. I feel like that's the new thing on Melody's Music Highlights. We're going to count everything because what time is money here, ladies and gentlemen. There's no money in this, but you get what I mean. But maybe you don't. But anyways, I am so excited to talk about today's surprise track. The live studio audience is on the edge of their seat. I feel like you're on the edge of your seat. I'm on the edge of my seat. And I even know what I'm talking about, hopefully. But yeah, it's so good. Drum roll, please. We are talking about Shallou's new track, Fading. Alrighty, if you don't know who Shallow is, I need you to get on the bandwagon ASAP. This dude knows how to bring it, that's all I gotta say, like to the best of his abilities, production and vocally. That's all I gotta say. Timer is on the screen right here, 1 minute on the clock as to why you should add Fading to your playlist. Ready and go. Alrighty, so Shallow, Fading. So this is his new track. It like blew my mind when I first listened to this song. First of all, it kind of has like a double entendre meaning to the song. That it's like when you're listening to it, you're like, oh, this is like a failing relationship, that they're breaking apart, they're falling apart, they're fading away. But really, he admitted that this song was his love for nature and how we're in a climate crisis. Oh my God, combining two powerful meanings together. yeah, it's about like him realizing that our environment is fading away in front of our eyes, just how sometimes a relationship does, because there is no stronger relationship, as he says, than with nature. Take that with as much grain of salt, as many grain of salts as you want. That doesn't make any sense. Dreamlike vocals on a stellar dance beat. That's Fading by Shalou. Boom! 7 seconds left on the clock. Just know, again, I'm gonna emphasize it, dreamlike vocals on a dance beat, period. Time is up. Let's listen to Shalou, Fading. Congratulations, you have made it to the end of this week's train wreck, which is Melody's Music Highlights. If you would like to see more mess like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications. Again, thank you so much, guys, that we reached over 100 subscribers. I like, truly, it means so much that over 100 people, or really how many ever people, I don't know if that makes sense. Nothing ever makes sense here. That you guys even watch these videos, like it. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you guys next week at this point. I don't know if I have any viewers left after this video, but thank you so much. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and of course, as King Barney says, sharing is caring. And check out the link in my description, because we got a what? We got a Spotify playlist, we got an Apple Music playlist, and we got this humble abode right here, a YouTube playlist. I'll see you next week, guys. Be buckled in, because Harry Styles' album drops this Friday. Bye, guys.